What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the content. If you're here for the first time, please, guys, subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of views on the videos, but most of them are coming from people that are unsubscribed. So I would appreciate it if you get some good content out of this, if you would subscribe. There's definitely going to be great things in the future coming with this channel, no question about it. Last week I mentioned go out and purchase, and I'm sorry if you're hearing this 2 or 3 times, but go out and purchase on the US Mint a coin for $2,600 the same day after it was sold out in 3 minutes. The same day, as you know, some of you know, it was selling for $14,000-$15,000 on eBay. Sold prices, I seen $12,000-$13,000, I believe, ballpark. Today, 2 more coins coming out with a bigger mintage. This one that you're looking at is the half-ounce gold coin for $1,335. There's 7,500 of them minted. Last time I purchased a coin from the US Mint that had over 7,500 minted, I actually more than doubled my money. I also sent that one out to PCGS, had it graded, and that was the anniversary coin, the 225th anniversary, I believe it was, with Lady Liberty. So this is coming out today at 12 o'clock, and this is coming out today at 12 o'clock. So this is the silver coin. Oh no, actually this is a silver medal. So it's $75 and the mintage is 20,000. There's 20,000 of these being made. I don't know what's going to happen in the aftermarket. I can only assume you should be able to make something. More importantly, this is probably the big winner for the day. If I had to pick one, I'm going to try to give you some tips on what to do. The best thing you should do is, 1, be positive, be motivated. Know in your head you're going to get a coin. You're going to be able to log on and walk around the house like your poop don't stink. And this is going to be your day to make a couple $1,000s for yourself, potentially. So you guys wanted Monday morning motivation. What's better motivation than $2,000 profit on a coin that you don't even have in your possession yet? So my suggestion, hour before, log in. So you're logged in, and you don't have to worry about logging in. Once you log in, just refresh your page around 12 o'clock. When you see the coin, just obviously hit buy now and try to purchase it. Last week, there was mayhem going on. So it did sell out quick and everyone was frozen. Everyone's computers looked like you were frozen or you were thrown out. That's because most likely the US Mint's website probably broke. I mean, we broke the internet. And that's a good thing, guys. So anyone that's involved or into collectibles or gold and silver, it's our time to shine. There's no question. Guys, I see it. I see it all the time between the Pokemon cards, between the Mega dolls, I think they're called. Excuse me, the Mego dolls, M-E-G-O. You might remember them from like 1977 or 79. I just sold a Batman and an Incredible Hulk for like $1,500. I was into them from like 5 years ago. Between the both of them, $400 and like $500. We're gonna round it off. So I made $1,000 profit. It was in the last I think I owned them for like actually longer than that. I think I had them for like 7 years, ballpark. Either way, I haven't seen profits like this, or I haven't seen things go up like this for a long time. And you guys know I'm buying gold and silver just like most people in this channel. So I could also tell you that I know that obviously the prices, but there is a bigger market for it. There's more people buying this stuff. I was never locked out of the mint. Not only that, if you notice, I don't know if you know or read, there's people buying also firearms like crazy too. So these collectibles, they're going up, and there's just a much bigger market out there. A lot of these investors or buyers are not as knowledgeable as they should be maybe, and they just want to buy. They don't care about negotiating. Some of them, they just want to get in it. They want to own it. End of story. I sold something to a California buyer like 8 months ago, and he wanted everything that I had, all of my gold and silver. But he wanted everything. Everything I had, he wanted it all. And this particular person was negotiating. He was a big landlord in California. I didn't know him from Adam. He found me on eBay, and then his secretary emailed me, and then we started talking. And long story short, he had deep pockets, and he had no worries about spending money. But never mind him. It's bigger than that. It's larger than that. It's not. It's multiple countries too. So I'm seeing an increase in the activity, and obviously we saw it last week. I didn't realize it, but we actually last week when the internet froze, there was sometimes there's coins that come out. I don't even bother going to get them because I'm like, it's not going to sell out, and I'll go back. I'll go back a week later. It's still not sold out. I don't know if we get that luxury anymore. So if you have a chance to purchase those coins, go out there and purchase it. And especially this gold one. If you can't get rid of it, I'll buy it from you with a profit too. But put it on eBay or keep it. You will definitely make a profit. Here's the other one. This one's a little less money. I think or a lot less money. I think it was $89. This one is $1,335. If you remember the one on last Friday, $2,600, selling for over $10,000. That's staggering. Those, like I always say, to try to stay motivated, there's enough negativity going on that anything that helps me stay motivated, I'm gonna think about it or say it out loud. And more important, life sometimes is, I have to trick myself, I have to lie to myself. Whatever helps me stay positive or puts me in a positive direction, I do. I don't care if it's embarrassing or not. Sometimes I think to myself, we're only one business transaction or one move away, one strategic move like Monopoly. We're only one move away of something big happening, something really big, something dramatic, financially, I mean. So if you have that mindset, I think whatever you put out there in the universe, it comes back. I really do. That's why, I'm sure some of you believe in karma. If you do something bad, it comes back, bites you in the ass. So try not to do anything bad, but think big, think enormous, think positive, and even if it might not be true, but subconsciously you need to feed your brain, your mind, positive vibes. So I personally think we're all just one business move away or one transaction away of doing great. Like if some of us would have got that coin, some of us did get that coin on Friday. If I would have got that coin, to me, that's one business move away from making $10,000. I was making $2,600 to sell them for 12 grand. That's 10 grand in a day. There's nothing wrong with that. I've made 10 grand in a day before. I'm sure some people listening to this made 10 grand in a day before. And don't get me wrong, by no means was that at any time recently, but this is the way you need to think. I mean, I really believe that very, very strongly. So listen, I mentioned these coins first. So what you can do is you could open another window right now and open up the usmint.gov and listen to me in the background, and you could log yourself in and start getting ready for the coin. I last week logged myself into a couple different computers, and everything backfired. So if you know something, I'm logging myself into one computer. You're allowed one coin per address. There's no reason to try to get, not fugazi, but no reason to try to get all crazy. Log into your computer half hour before, make sure you're logged in, and make something happen, man, and make me happy. Send me an email, let me know that you got one of these coins. I've received a lot of emails over the weekend, and even messages on YouTube. A couple people, definitely didn't know about this, and a couple people was lucky enough to get the coin, which is great. So that's what you should do. While you have this playing in the background, you could go log into the US Mint. So this way, I get my full 10 minutes of video being played, which is good for my YouTube, I don't know what it's called, my YouTube analytics. I'm becoming a genius lately with all these algorithms and analytics. This is not normal for me to even be on YouTube and doing videos. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a few of my coins and while I speak to you. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you some of my coin, being that it's Monday, and I know some of you guys wanted me to do like a Monday morning motivational. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these coins first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you and give you a quick idea of what I went through and show you pictures, which I can't believe I'm doing, but actually show you pictures of my home. And so this way you can get an idea of the torture and the torment that I went through. Let's zoom in a little bit with this. Beautiful. You gotta love gold, no? And silver. Okay, so like everybody listening to this video, at one point or another, we all had dreams and ambitions. I remember when I was getting out of the hospital, getting back to reality, which my reality was a total mess. It was a disaster. Not only was my world upside down financially, but the good thing was I was getting out of the hospital, so that was good. But I would have to go through like painstaking rehab. So when I was getting out of the hospital, if you remember, I mentioned I got diagnosed with avascular necrosis. I never mentioned I was also diagnosed with gastroparesis. Two terrible, disgusting diseases. So I was told to basically slow down, take it easy, which is the exact opposite what I wanted to do. So at the time, I was, like I said, everything was upside down. I owed $1.3 million on my home that was worth around $650,000. I owed $1.3 million, so I was totally upside down on my home. I was told by everyone in my family and even my close friends and anyway, everyone smarter than me, don't even bother trying to save your home. That's because it's much easier to walk away from the mess that I created. Don't get me wrong, it was all my fault. Most of it was, anyway. I can't help getting sick. And also, when I show you the pictures, you'll realize I mentioned something else. So, like my wife wanted to leave, and I can't blame anyone. Everyone's heart was in the right place. It was best for my health just to walk away. And actually, the mortgage company offered me $35,000 to just get my stuff and get out of the house. Which I guess that made sense for them because they give me $35,000, they get their house back and they could fix it up, and then they had no idea what kind of condition it was in. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mean to put it in the condition it was in. Everything hit the fan all at once. So I don't know if you guys remember. Let me just pull up one of these photos. Superstorm Sandy. Before I went into the hospital, right before I got sick actually, everything hit me at once. Superstorm Sandy came to New York and didn't destroy my property, but wrecked my property. Like the first floor, the downstairs, water, both cars flooded. This is my backyard. I live on the water in New York, and this was a beautiful pool which was bricked. And after the Superstorm Sandy, this happened. The water came in from the front and the back and collapsed my pool. This is not even the worst of it. So, of course, the insurance adjuster came, and you wouldn't even believe what he told me. You wouldn't believe what he told me. He has a very dangerous job, I can tell you that. So, this was the back. This was okay, so this was the pool, obviously. So, this is the way I was living. And obviously, you can get along without your pool. You can live in your house, and it's all good. So, this was another photo of the pool. And here's another photo of the pool. I guess they're all pretty much the same. So I'm just going to X out of these photos and I'm going to show you something else. So when the insurance adjuster came, he actually said to me that I was insured for my mailbox. That's right, you heard me correctly. My mailbox that's in front of my house, that's the only thing I was insured for, which is nuts. This was one of the bathrooms, so the entire house was in disarray. It really was. It was totally disgusting and beat up. I had a beautiful fish tank on the first floor that was destroyed. Let me just get rid of this and this. And so just to give you an idea of what the pool looked like beforehand, when we had a nice pool before the Sandy came. So right after Sandy came, oh, these pictures are terrible. So right after Sandy came, what happened was I got diagnosed with avascular necrosis like a year after it. So I'm going to go back to the coins for a minute. So with a house like that, would you, getting out of the hospital, you're in foreclosure, would you stay in that house? You owe $1.3 million. It's worth around $650,000. And these the 1.3 I owed, I don't know exactly what it was worth, but you see the condition that it was in. And everyone in my corner was telling me to walk away from it. One is from health reasons. I should not get stressed, I was told, because of the gastroparesis is very bad for your stomach. So I was told do not get stressed. So I like to know what you guys would do. So, however, what I did was I decided to try to get approved and try to keep it. And the chances of me succeeding, I'm sure, was very nil. However, I got it done. I was able to keep it, and I actually put a little money into it and fixed it. So this is where the pool was. What I did was we had someone come in and fill the entire thing. This is a year later after I got home from the hospital. I started a new business, which is the business I'm in now. I was told don't even try it, but I decided to give it a shot, and I got approved for the first full year was complete torture. I didn't make any money at all. The second year was when I just started making a little bit something, and so I was able to, from the second year, save a little money. I fixed the backyard. I was also told it's going to cost $200,000-300,000 to fix. It was a quarter of that price. And don't get me wrong, I was getting cheap help, but it didn't matter. So I even put it on Airbnb, and we ended up collecting great rent. And then I ended up renting it out because I couldn't even afford to not rent it out. That was the only way I was going to be able to keep it, because the mortgage was so high. It was higher than I ever had before. So I was able to rent it out, which is the tenant's in there now, and he's paying and everything's good. But that's the backyard right now, and I'm going to show you this. So this was looking out maybe my master bathroom window, but that's what it looked like. But after we put I couldn't afford to put a pool in, so what I did was I fixed it up as more inexpensive as I could, and so that's what it looked like when I was done. And here's a little better picture facing down the canal. My boat would be right on the other side of that fence, but of course I didn't own a boat at this time. I couldn't afford to pay attention, never mind having a boat. And when I started my company, all I would hear is most new businesses go under the first 3 years. So like everyone, my immediate family, my wife, I don't know if we should do this. And I said, we don't have a choice. This is what I'm doing. And matter of fact, I even wrote a check out for $1 million to St. Jude. But of course, I never sent it because I didn't have $1 million, but something to motivate me basically. And so I owned a small commercial building, and I had a tenant in there. I had one space that didn't have a tenant. So it was empty. So I took the space myself, so I didn't have to pay rent. That helped me. I didn't have money for furniture. This was a desk that I had in my garage. This was a laptop that barely worked, and this is where I worked from every day. I would go in here for like 16 hours a day, and this is actually after 8 months probably when I bought my first 1/10 ounce gold coin, because I wouldn't take money out of my kid's mouth. Once I had a little extra money is when I purchased the coins, and one at a time, painstaking. This was a big risk that I took, because the mortgage company was actually willing to give me $35,000 to leave the house. So they were giving me money to go go rent something else. And I owned this house for 20 years. So I wasn't giving it up that easy. Believe me, there was a lot of sleepless nights, but it might have been the best move for me to take that $35,000, leave the house, give them the house, and then go rent a place, and I would have no rent for a year because I would pay the rent up front, and it would be a lot less stress on me. However, I didn't do that. I stayed in this house, and I tried my hardest to make something happen. We all have choices to make. There's no question about it. And being the man of the house, and listen, often I would hear, I'm sure everyone hears this when you're about to do something. Everyone's quick to tell you how something can't be done. But like, I was starting a new business. Most businesses go under, and plus we have no money to even support the business if it goes under. But I basically had no overhead. All I had was the cable and the phone bill, and I was just cold calling complete strangers. And like I was saying, we all have choices. So, and everyone, they all meant well, and I'm sure I gave it a shot, and I try not to think of any negativity. And I really believed in miracles, and I was doing anything to encourage myself. And I believed in miracles, and then, believe me, no miracle happened. It was a long year, but the first year was very long. I remember going home, being in the kitchen, crying to my wife, saying, what the hell, why can't I even make a dime? I can't even make $1. We had a few dollars coming in from rent, but the rent was just enough to barely pay the property taxes. So I was not paying the property taxes on my building. So now I was losing both properties, because I needed that money to live and eat. And so what came first, the property taxes or putting food on the table? So it was a long, rough battle. And I'm glad I believed in miracles, because I pulled a miracle out. The first year might have been torture. And I had one person that actually gave me a shot. He's still with me now. He's basically my partner now. He came, I hired him, and he actually quit his job because he actually believed in me, because I do have a good track record, which I will tell you at some point. So I'd like to know what you guys would do. Would you guys say, screw it, I'm going to take the $35,000 and walk away? Or would you take on the debt So the 1.3 million in mortgage, which now I did a 40-year mortgage with the bank, and we have a very high payment, but I haven't missed a payment in around 24 months. So that's how long ago this has been. So I'd like to know what you guys would do. And I'll tell you the outcome right now. I'll tell you what I generated from the house and what it's generating right now. And or if I'm losing money actually, but I'm not losing as much as I should be doing. So, but I think in 5 years everything will pay off handsomely. So that's what I'm shooting for. So guys, I know I was all over the place with this video, and how many times I paused it, had to run, take the dog out, blah blah blah. Guys, more importantly, I hope you're on that mint, usmint.com. Go purchase that coin. Make me proud. Make me happy. Go sell that coin. Flip it. If you get an offer for 1,000 more or something, hit me up. Let me know. Send me an email. Say, listen, Anthony, I got an offer for 500 more. Do you want it? I'll be like, all right, here's 600 more. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, but I am a businessman, and you're business people, and you know, it's all about making money without screwing anyone. We're all in the same industry, and not for nothing. Like I said before, this sector. This market is great. Everyone is so polite and nice. We have a great base of a fantastic core of subscribers, and I'm going to try to make you guys benefit as me. Like I said, not that long ago, I sold 2 mega dolls for a good amount of money, and I made more than double my money on it. So guys, again, God bless America. God bless gold and silver, and God bless all my subscribers. Good luck today buying those coins.